Hey everybody, I'm Denise and I'm out here taking a walk in my neighborhood because of procrastination. Now it's not what you think. I am not walking in order to procrastinate. I'm actually taking this walk to avoid procrastination, and I'll tell you what I mean in just a minute. So, have you ever been in a situation where your to-do list is so long, you have so many tasks piled on your plate that it's very overwhelming and you just completely shut down and do none of it at all? Okay, that's where I am right now. I have a lot of projects that I am supposed to be working on, and so I felt myself in procrastination mode, wanting to do absolutely none of it. So that's why I'm out taking a walk, and here's why. Have you ever experienced getting up from a room in order to go do something, and as soon as you walk through the doorway, you have completely forgotten what it was that you were out to do before you walked through that door? This is actually a known psychological phenomenon called the doorway effect. And psychologists believe that it has something to do with a memory block. When we walk through a doorway, we're changing our environment, we're changing our setting, and it actually resets the brain in order to start a new creative process. And that's why sometimes when we get up from a room to go do something, we forget what it is that we were meant to do as soon as we go through that doorway. It's almost like entering a portal to a new world. So that's good for procrastination, because when you find yourself wanting to just nix the list altogether and procrastinate, you can change your environment and give your mind that reset, that reframe, and start fresh when you get back. So that's tip number one. Tip number two to avoid procrastination is to prioritize. You probably have a list of things in your head that you need to do. I suggest, and I like to do this either right before bed so it doesn't bog down my brain when I'm trying to sleep, or first thing in the morning. Write down on paper, I like to use actual pen instead of digital, every single task that you need to attend to. All of it, from the smallest to the biggest. And then you're going to organize those in terms of urgency. You're going to have an urgent section, an important section, and then a not so important section. And from there, you can then prioritize by effort and deadline what you need to do first, because a lot of the reason we procrastinate is due to a lack of structure. Our minds crave that structure, and when we don't have it, it seems unsettling, and so we tend to go into avoidance mode. So having that list prioritized by urgency, amount of effort, and deadlines, that's going to really help you. You can pick off some of that low-hanging fruit, those things that maybe take 5 minutes, tackle that first, and then head into something that's a more involved effort. When you have that structure, you're less likely to want to avoid it and use procrastination. And then the third tip I have for you is to know what your productive times are. So for me, I know that I am most productive in the morning. That's when I have the most focus. That's when my creative juices are more flowing. I am way more productive in those hours. And I know that for myself, as the day goes on, I'm going to become more tired. I'm going to have children to attend to, dinners to make. My creativity is going to go down a little bit. So I know that I'm much better off tackling my more daunting tasks and my more time-intensive tasks in those morning hours. And so if I have my priority list, I can schedule myself to do those items in that time. And I find that when I actually don't have my list, I'm far less productive and more likely to procrastinate. We know that procrastination is just putting off to our future selves tasks that we don't want to do today. So why do that to our future selves? Anyway, I hope this helps you. I hope it helps me. I'm out changing my environment, taking a little walk, and then I'll be reprioritizing my list for tomorrow as soon as I hit bedtime tonight. All right, guys, live well, feel well, be well, and I'll talk to you next time. Thanks for listening.